Is this working? Yes. Let me put some music on. Don't know what this is in the background. Okay. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Who do we have in here today? Pretty quiet. Haven't done a stream for a little bit. It's been a bit crazy recently. And we get some water. Mario Hofsted Delirium, welcome. Am I sounding okay? Is the connection okay? It's hotel Wi-Fi, so I can never quite be sure if the connection's decent or not. Alex Gordon, welcome. Also, apologies if I keep sniffing, needing to blow my nose. Bit sniffly. Every time I go on a freaking plane and the air is dry and horrible, and it's a bit cooler here, so I think I've just like caught something and got a little bit of a cold, but I'm fine. I wanted to do a little stream because I haven't done one for a while. I think this is only like the second one this year. And I want to get back into a bit of a routine with it. But there's not much going on in the market. But it'll be nice to catch up anyway. So, we can start off. Yeah, if sound is all good, picture's all good. I'll have a little look at Bitcoin. We'll have a look at some altcoins. And if anyone has any questions, then please let me know. I got the comments up here so I can see what's going on. Smash up the likes as well. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you've not done so already. Although I don't think there's anyone new here, because I need to be more consistent for that. But yeah, cool. Spaceman, hello. If anyone else is here, say hi. And sorry for sniffing again. Sniffily, sniffily, sniffily. So I'm just going to remove these. The microphone cable is right in the way of the keyboard. I'm going to try and subtly move this out of the way without disconnecting the mic, because it's really dodgy. Ooh, I think I'm going to end up like I'm gonna knock the microphone out at some point. The cable's so dodgy. Okay. Anyway, we'll continue, and I'll just have to hope that I don't knock the mic cable, because it's just a little USB thing, and it may. I'll keep my hand underneath the cable. All right, Bitcoin. Let's go into that. So last update I gave was basically a potential for a long from yesterday. So we had this move down. The Monday moves down. We've had like Mondays have for a long time now, and we've got the statistics. We've been speaking about this for a while, like the statistics of Monday putting in the high or the low of the week. It's a pretty strong probability that it does, and we have seen that being, I mean, maybe likely the case again today or so far this week. So move down as markets opened. Now there was a lot of speculation about what this was, whether it was that DeepSeek, the AI model, which has just basically shown how much of a bubble AI really is, and how valuations are overinflated, how it really doesn't need quite as much computing power or as much time or as much effort as the Americans, or at least the US market, would have you think. Which is something that I've been saying for ages. Okay, something comes along, China will trump it, and AI is a bubble. But we're still looking at a phase in the market where we're likely to see like some real hype And I think that hype phase of the cycle is still yet to come. So basically what we're seeing at the moment is just existing money being shaken around. The whole year so far has just been characterized by incredibly choppy price action. So if we actually look at the year so far, we of course started off the year really nice. It all fell apart. We took out the lows. We had a bit of a rally. We've been chopping. You have this consolidation, this compression, and then you're just holding around here at that yearly points of control. And actually, it was over the weekend where we had this point of control. Well, towards the end of last week, for the yearly POC, moved back up into this like upper range. So price just holding there over the weekend. On a Monday, repelling away from it and coming back into what is like the next high volume node lower. So these points of control, depending on where you draw them, what you're looking at can be fairly different. But the POC for the year right now is fairly clear that it's up here at like 105,000. And that's been relatively consistent across like all the exchanges, because we have spent most of the time compressing between that like 100 to 108, averaging out around $105,000. If we look on the Binance chart as well, then once again you look at the range, and it was just a move down into the point of control and a move down into like the midpoint of the range, taking out a bunch of these lows, all the stops that have been accumulating since we've had this whole kind of compression. So market's been in this triangle. What happens when you break down? There's the start of your triangle. So if it was to break up, you're likely to take the stops of the highs, break down, take the stops of the lows, and we've seen a bounce. So it's been a bit difficult to I guess like to trade this, because in validation from that, okay, you could look at like an SFP. We did have an SFP for this, and I was looking for a long. At this stage, I wasn't feeling like this was really. Like I mentioned this with the crew yesterday. Like it feels to me like another shakeout, another one of those moves that's just, all right, we're just going to keep chopping. We're just going to shake out again, and then I do eventually believe that this does resolve higher, but it's just a waiting game until the conditions become a little bit clearer once again. But once we did have that decent bounce and we had some good confluence at the lows, I did do an update at what was like 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday my time, where price was just coming back down into this 4-hour OB that was formed. It come back, filled in like the impulse. We had that bounce, filled in all of this. And we were looking at a decent opportunity for long, because you finally had an invalidation on this. If you're just trading the SFP, it didn't really SFP because we were just hanging around there, like underneath that previous low for like a good few hours, right? So this was resistance. Resistance wasn't going to continue to break lower. It didn't, it broke through. So when you get the back test, an opportunity to go long, and we are seeing that bounce. So the target for this is really that, like, this is the yearly points of control, the previous week points of control, and you also have like the weekend POCs, the MPOCs up there as well. So if you're looking at these MPOCs here, if you're looking at last week's POC, oh, have I knocked the microphone out again? No, it's still fine. Previous week point of control will be, it's the same thing as the yearly, at 105. So everything's lining up around 105. You'd look for a target around there, and that fills in basically the whole move down. Is there anything else that we can really look at? I mean, we're clearly seeing some resistance here. We do have the single prints. So since we had that move down on Monday, all right, we had that big drop creating the single prints on Sunday night. Price is now this morning, come back in, tested those. So far getting a bit of a rejection. So what you want to see now, if this is going to come up and hit those targets, is acceptance within that, and then you're going to trade all the way through them. So yeah, at the moment, like, if you were looking for a short, it would probably have been earlier on. I still believe that this has potential to climb higher, but I'm still, yeah, kind of expecting a little bit more choppiness, I guess. Overall, it's not the cleanest price action, and I don't have too much that I want to or need to say on it, because yeah, it's just, that's the way it is at the moment. What's everyone else thinking? Mario, are you looking for shorts, 4-hour and daily FVG? Basically, my thought on the macro was, right, we had this dump, we came back down into the midpoint. If we can be holding above what is now the point of control of this whole range, then everything looks okay, and I believe that we do see price moving higher. If we see the lows from yesterday taken out and acceptance below like 98, then we're looking at a move down towards those low 80s. And then this point, like in between there, is just like a neutral zone. So within here, you've just got very like nice balanced area. Price could just stay in here, keep trading within here, and you're just building up that balance even further. And it's really only like when you get back outside that again that you're likely to see expansion in either direction. So if we're holding up here, and if it holds up here another couple of days, then yeah, sure. Maybe it finally starts to move, and we get out of this range, because this range hasn't been very nice to trade. Or at least for me. Maybe I just haven't been active enough and looking at enough for it to trade, but I've not been feeling like it's the best range in the world to be trading. We've had some nice trades, but it's been a bit like meh. A bit meh. So yeah, let's see. It's looking okay so far today. Oh, man. I feel ill. That's why I couldn't do a video update. I tried to do a video update earlier and my brain just wasn't working. So I thought, okay, if I do a stream, then I can take things a little bit slower and just get into it a bit more. What time is it in the UK? 10:15. Okay, there's not... Got a few hours to go even before New York wakes up. You got something I can go into at 100x. I mean, it's like proper scammy crime season right now. I would... Yeah, market sucks. Crypto sucks at the moment. So no. The simple answer to that is no. Anyway, yeah, still looking for higher today. Poor highs on the day. You've got these like tiny little lower highs here, holding the VWAP. See if we can come and take these highs and just let's hit target. I want to see price coming up here. Ideally. Hassan, how am I? I'm very good, thank you. A little bit, got a bit of a cold, as you can hear, but I'm doing very good. I'm enjoying life. Not so much enjoying these charts, but enjoying life. I'm in Hong Kong at the moment. And it's Chinese New Year tomorrow. And I really hope I feel better, because I want to go out and enjoy Chinese New Year in Hong Kong. I mean, I have been out like most nights anyway. Not like not drinking. I haven't drunk since a long time. My brain is not working. Might find a Chinese wife and a Chinese life. Yeah, maybe. I've got a few Chinese wifeys already, maybe. Glyph, portfolio been hit hard, feel demotivated. I think that's what a lot of people are feeling at the moment. I don't know if it's just like, maybe we do talk about it more. I mean, I feel demotivated by the market in general, and I have done for ages. Just because I don't like the way that crypto is at the moment, and I've been wait, let me blow my nose. Hold on. Ugh. Oi. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think lots of people feeling demotivated for various reasons. First of all, like the crypto market in general, especially the alt market, has been terrible. And I did a post about this on Twitter. Is like at this stage in the previous cycle, like altcoins were already like 60. The altcoin market was like 60% above all-time highs, and now it's 50% below all-time highs. So it really is like a pretty terrible market for. Look, let me show you. Put this. So we want others divided by BTC. And we don't want to put a thingy on here. Yeah, here we go. This is the chart I shared a while back. So like this stage, last cycle, altcoins were up here, right? We'd seen like real good rally, and crypto was lively, and there was a lot going on, and altcoins were running and alongside Bitcoin, and you had like utility tokens, ones that actually are traded on exchanges. They were doing well, and then the market cap going up, and there was opportunity there, so it was fun to trade. Like even though we were within that like latter stages, or getting into the latter stages of the cycle, it's fun to trade. There was a lot going on. Now there isn't. It's just meme coins and Bitcoin. So nothing else is doing anything. So unless you're in meme coins, and I fucking hate meme coins, then there's not really much to be trading at the moment. You've just got to stay patient, because the last thing you really want to do is to like blow up your funds on the first month of the year when we've got another 11 months ahead of us where things are likely going to remain bullish through most of the next 11 months. All right, we've got a very pro-crypto president, or the US has a very pro-crypto president. You've got the AI bubble, which is just bubbling up even more and still isn't really getting the hype at this stage. I think you're getting to that point now with AI where normal people are starting to really start using it, or start to want making businesses, starting to want to create businesses in it and all of that kind of thing. But still needs more hype. The market still needs to get a lot more crazy. So I think we're just looking at like, it's just extending and it's just a little bit boring. Like, are we somewhere like around here or something with altcoins, and we're still going to get that big rally that takes the others market cap towards new highs. So just, yeah, you look at these things and you look at like Bitcoin dominance, and it's just still hanging around these same levels, been getting a real good bounce again. But you would have to say it is looking like we did think that around that 618 would be where we're likely to see the resistance. Okay, you got Bitcoin dominance coming all the way back up to where it had support previously and then fell through. It's just like if you're trading a normal chart. And now the BTCD is back up towards those fibs again. Okay, is this a time where it can finally start to roll over and we get a bit of altcoin movement, which is what everyone's kind of waiting for? You got BTC, ETH BTC hanging out around that point of control, having filled the gap on the weekly OB down here. Yes, okay, it can come and take out some lows, it can go lower, but ETH BTC is very low. It's historically very low right now. So again, there's opportunities, but it's just like, how long can we wait until people just get bored and give up and disappear? And I think we're seeing a lot of people just disappearing and not being interested in trading. They've either lost all their money on memes, or they got sick of waiting for altcoins to turn around and for there to be something other than Bitcoin to trade. And yeah, it's just been very frustrating for a lot of people. So whether it's like feeling demotivated by losing money or just by boredom, I absolutely get why the market's feeling that. And you've also got to remember, like, January in general, like, big money's still not really back. Like, you think, if you think of, like, okay, so banks, hedge funds, things like that, often, yeah, okay, people start to come back like midway through January and they start to get a feel for how the market's looking at the beginning of the year. We haven't had FOMC yet, so the first FOMC of the year is coming later in the week. Thursday, 7 p.m, right? Or is it Friday? No, Wednesday. I never know because of the difference in time zone. But yeah, we got the first FOMC of the year coming up this week. Traders just kind of waiting for that now and seeing what kind of reaction the market gets from that. And then we have a little bit of data to go on. So it's still, yeah, very, very early days for the year. So yeah. Maverick, in my opinion, we're still at the end of the 2020 stage of alt market. The fun will come, just need patience. Once people get bored, give up and disappear, that's when we actually get alt season. It'll never happen well. Most are still waiting for it. Yeah, right, exactly. Hassan, this month has the worst PA for trading. Yeah. It's January. You got to remember that. It's January. It's the first month out of 12 for this year. You don't need to be pushing it. Keep your capital when things are a little bit clearer, and you'll be thankful for it. One more move down on ETH completes the parabola. Down, yes. How's Bitcoin doing? Blow off bottom. yeah, ETH BTC. I know what you mean, yeah. There's also a couple of other things that I maybe want to discuss. Wow. I know this is fun. Yeah, when you look at legacy markets also, they've been relatively technical. So from a swing tradey perspective on the NASDAQ and the ES, it's been kind of clean, right? You come up and take internal highs. You had a gap here on the 4 hour. What do? You come down and fill the gap. Now, outside of hours, it's been a little bit more like crazy, right? You have bigger moves. And if you look outside of New York hours, we never actually took that high. But this is why it's really important to understand that this is the NASDAQ. It's a US market. So when you're looking at highs and lows, you want to be looking at the highs and lows from that New York session, more so than maybe other sessions. So yeah, NASDAQ's been looking okay. ES, similar kind of situation. On ES, you took the highs, all-time highs, correction. Came down, a bit of a gap fill. If you put on electronic trading hours, then it went below that and did the gap lower as well. So you've had that gap fill on both like outside of like New York trading session and this partial fill during New York session. And when you also look at it, it's like, I just believe we're looking at a back test across the board before things start going higher again. We've only just had the inauguration. We're still in the first month. It's still all that kind of stuff. So I think we're just still looking at a back test. And I think even with Bitcoin, you can probably draw quite a nice trend line. If you connect maybe daily closes. That one to that one. And you break out, back testing, holding POC, continuation higher. It's just a bit of a waiting game. I've got this Trump. How's Trump doing? This is going to be one of those that's like, did anyone see today, apparently, like, who was it that's filed? Some big company has filed for Trump and Melania ETFs, which is so stupid. It's Telegram. I got an alert for it earlier. I don't know. I can't find it anymore. Can we rename this live stream to altcoin community bag holders forever? Yes. You'll have your chance to exit. But yeah, altcoins have been shockingly bad. It's like the trade that we had on Pengu. That's why I took profit here, moved my stopped out. Everything that was taken last week was like, yeah, a little take profit, not really feeling anything. Stopped out, stopped out, stopped out. We have all the signs of a cycle top. I disagree. I don't think we have any of the signs of a cycle top. I think we have all the signs of a right in the middle of the cycle, same as we had last summer. Just kind of reaccumulation. The next one will be more likely a top, but I don't think we see any of the signs of a top right now. Not with how big crypto is, not with how big AI is and trading is and all of that. Yeah, I don't think we see any of the signs of a top. Pedro, we haven't even had a 30% retrace yet, have we? What was this one in the summer? Because I think this is still the same. It's 30%, right? What was this one here? 17%. It's a much bigger market. It depends how you look at it. We haven't had a 30% retrace yet, have we? I mean, on Bitcoin we have, and on altcoins we've what are we at, like 95% retraces, or just endless dump and nothingness. So just because Bitcoin on this one occasion here hasn't done a 30% retrace doesn't mean that everything else hasn't fallen apart a lot more. February is the start of the blow-off top. Yeah. When was the last Chinese New Year? I need to look at this data. I haven't actually looked at this before. But lunar cycles. It's not very useful because this only goes to last year. Moon cycles. I'm gonna sneeze again. Wow. Mute. That's better. I'm so sneezy. Moon cycles. Moon phases. Because it is Lunar New Year. And what happened last year on Lunar New Year? Hey? What do we do going into the new year? What do we do as soon as the Chinese celebrated their new year? Pumpage. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I genuinely believe we're going to start pumping at the beginning of the Lunar New Year, which is tomorrow. Go to the year before. Okay, year before didn't really do anything. We were in a bear market then. But last 2 years, first new moon, Lunar New Year. You get the idea. So hopefully we just chop around until then. I'm going to be your good luck charm because I am in Hong Kong and I will be celebrating for the first time in my life the Chinese New Year, even though I'm not Chinese. But hopefully that means that the market does something interesting because we want it to do something interesting. Water again. I'm going to take off these arrows. Year of the bull, it better be. No. Well, this year is the year of the snake. So the year of the snake means it's going to be slippery and slimy, and it's going to do this. You're going to go and it's going to be a big snaky snake. Maybe. I don't know. You're in Hong Kong as well. Woo! You should drop me a message on Twitter or something. And maybe we can have a beer if I'm feeling better at some point. I'm so like unenthusiastic today. My brain just is not working properly. Get amongst the small alleyways. Found some awesome places in the scariest places. As long as you spoke Shishu, you're all good. Yeah, I really like Hong Kong. I think the whole energy, the whole vibe of the place here is so cool. I was in Kowloon the first few nights, and now I'm staying on the island side. The island side is a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. But the Kowloon side was pretty cool, pretty gritty. but I'm going to go and explore some of the other areas. The only issue at the moment is it's all like, I mean, it's not touristy from like a Western perspective, but it's like Chinese tourists, a lot of Chinese tourists here for Chinese New Year. But it's very cool. I really like it here. Maverick, it's definitely not the Hong Kong humidity. I think it's the opposite of that, because it's winter here and it's very dry. The air, incredibly dry, and very, very sunny. So it's just extremely sunny, extremely dry, and a little bit like, I say cold, but I've been in the tropics since September, so I'm used to high humidity. Like, my body is used to the high humidity and the heat. So like 30 degrees Celsius plus, very, very high humidity. And now I'm here and it's like 18 degrees and very dry. And my skin is dry as well. Like, I'm drinking water like crazy, but it's like, I've become like I don't know, like a reptile with humid stuff. And now it's like the opposite of that. I've become a snake, yeah. So what, we got 2 people in Hong Kong now. James and the U-Man Crypto. I want to go visit some of the other islands. I want to go to Lama Island. I might go there over the like next couple of days. And then yeah, maybe I go to Macau as well. But this is like, I've only got this hotel for a couple of days, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to do the rest of the time. So I'm staying in Wan Chai at the moment, near Causeway Bay. Come to Discovery Bay as well. Okay. Yeah, if anyone's in Hong Kong or going to be in Hong Kong, then drop me a message on Twitter or on Discord. That'd be cool. Lucifer, I'd only consider going to Asia once they offer British weather and food. Imagine that. Imagine if you were like, wow. I had the century egg yesterday. That was interesting. Japan has British weather. I'm going to be in Japan in end of March, April for cherry blossom season, which will be very nice. What else can we talk about here? Market's just it's flat. Is that an egg buried underground for 100 years? It is. Yeah. Although they don't bury it underground for 100 years anymore. But it is an egg that they basically wrap in clay or something, and they let it ferment and rot. But it doesn't rot because it's can't get bacteria in it. So it does the other thing. But it smells like, or it tastes like, you know, if you have like really eggy farts, and but like your own eggy farts, and it's disgusting, but in a weird way, like, yeah, everyone knows that, right? In a weird way, it's like, oh, that's an interesting smell. If it's, as long as it's your own one, it tastes like that. It tastes like, weird, but weird. This is it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Oh, it's gonna like, I need to put my hand behind it so it doesn't disappear. Ah, no, it's not, there it is. That's what I had. Nothing like your own brander, yeah. I dropped my room key on the floor. But I'm going to go out again later in maybe half an hour. Because it's like, I'm really starting to like, the time zone right now is tough. Because you guys are only just waking up. It's still morning in Europe, and it's, I mean, in the USA, it's like, yeah, 6 a.m. And, yeah. And for me, it's like 7 o'clock and I'm getting hungry and I want to go out and eat. I need to find somewhere I can just base myself again for a little bit longer and just do some more consistent streams and get really, really back into trading, because it's difficult, man. What's your favorite egg? I had very nice egg and avocado toast this morning. Not a troll question, but how's the stomach leak? Do you often take pills not to completely soil yourself from all the different foods? No, I don't. I got a solid stomach here. I eat anything. Like, I will eat. I mean, within reason. Yesterday that egg was like pushing my boundaries slightly, but even like I've had some weird stuff since I've been out here, and I never get like a stomach ache. And all this bullshit about like barley belly and nonsense. People are too like, I'm saying this when I'm feeling ill. So maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. I think people are too overly hygienic sometimes, and they're like, oh, I don't want to eat that, it's going to give me a belly ache. Or I don't want to brush my teeth with tap water. Shut up. Scrambled or fried? Ooh. I'd go scrambled over fried. I do like scrambled eggs. Fried is great as well, but scrambled's very nice. If we come down to the golden pocket, 99.89, can we gig along? What, local? Golden pocket here. Ooh, we got a subscriber, a new subscriber. Why did you just subscribe to me? I'm not even giving anything useful here. I'm just talking nonsense, but thank you for subscribing anyway. Could you gig along if it comes down to the golden pocket? No. No. That's my answer. Because we've already taken the highs, right? And right now where this is maybe more of an opportunity to be short. So you could be shorting with a target down there. But if price comes down there again, I think you don't want to like see a deep retrace again. We had it yesterday. All right, so you had the bounce, came into that golden pocket yesterday, filled in the imbalance, and now you're coming back up towards the highs. And today so far we've been trending up. You want to see that continue. And realistically, your target's only like up here, and right now probably better value in shorts. Like, I'd like to see it come up here, but yeah, I think if it comes down here, that was the right one, right? 99.89. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe. What else is there? I'm gonna have to wrap this stream up soon. Previous day point of control, range point of control. You don't want to be losing that stuff. And then the thing is as well, like, I mean, not quite. It didn't open outside of value area, but it was very, very close to it. And you don't want to be coming back into yesterday's value regardless. But the thing is, you never know, like, with the way that the market is now, absolutely it could come down here, chop around and get continuation higher again because we're just in that kind of environment. But to trade it with confidence, with a high probability, I think not. Big value area high. Yeah. I say it's just got to hold above like 101.5 now. But yeah, it's all very unclear. Oh, what's this on ETH? This is my like attempted swing long. Didn't go very well. I still have a long on ETH. Not been stopped on that yet. I mean, market's not that bad. It doesn't look terrible here. It's just sat in the middle, isn't it? ETH is a 3-tap accumulation model, so you're still waiting for the third. See, the thing is with this, yeah, we hadn't had confirmation of it. I was like maybe a little bit preempting the break. And I was long over here, and yeah, we did come in and hit that VWAP again and rejected a second time. So I think seeing Ethereum coming down to like 2,700, 2,600 does look like it's very much possible. But the other potential for this, my nose is running again. This is disgusting. I really am going to have to stop this stream soon because okay. I cleared my sinuses again. Third in. Third is in. I see 2. 1, 2. Or no, I don't quite know what you're saying. 20 December. Nah. Here. No, that never took a low. I don't know. Anyway, if you're looking for longs, I was a little bit early on this. Like I say, preempting it. Never happened. But you'd want to get back above that POC holding, and then you're looking golden. Back above the POC, back above the VWAP. The VWAP. Different models, yeah. For sure. This is just like what I'm looking at. Obviously. And I think that's the other problem we've got at the market at the moment is like we keep getting these like, oh, we've reclaimed this level, and attempts to backtest, and then the backtest doesn't hold, and it just alt's still not ready yet. What are people's thoughts on Trump? Because I think I'm gonna long here. I think that's one thing that's like actually interesting me, and I don't want to long it because it's Trump token, but I think I'm going to. Like, come on, man! It's the token of the President of the United States of America. He's not gonna let it fail, is he? He's not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna get rugged. And if you want like a nice 3-tap kind of thing, then you've got it right here, yeah? And you do have this wick, and that's been taken out. Okay, so the lows have gone. You have one, taking the lows again on lower volume. And you've lost that momentum, you've lost that downside momentum. So you had this, you break through it. Okay, so you have the like correction. Now just sideways, winding around that point of control. Harsh vesting from end of Q1 though. I think I haven't actually looked at the tokenomics of it. I've kind of avoided it. What are the tokenomics of it? How is the vesting on it? Because this got released when I was like crypto rank. Trump. Official Trump. That's the other thing. It's like numbers 27. Market cap already. Vesting. Oh, wow. Actually, this looks like actually kind of good. There's not a lot of supply being released like anytime soon. I can't paste it. But essentially, you've got a couple of months before the next unlock, and it's not going to be very much of the supply. Yeah. Tokenomics, I mean, it's very, very high market cap, but tokenomics look decent, as much as I hate to say it. I know they probably hold all the supply, right? Because creators and CIC Digital 1, Digital 2, Digital 3, Digital 4, Digital 5, Digital 6, only 10% public distribution. But the other thing you've got to remember is that's going to be like a lot of exchanges are going to be within this creators and CIC. The CIC, what's the point of this Trump token? Because if that's a community interest company, then like what are they using the money for? To sell at retail, yeah. To fund something. But if it's a community interest, who knows? No real world use case for Trump token. Yeah, we'll find out. But anyway, technicals. Technicals are kind of there. It's the kind of thing that I quite often like to see. What are some of these like older tokens doing? What's moving? I'm so out of touch. There's just nothing really to trade at the moment. I mean, there is, but you got to be really sat at your computer all day and just taking these little day trades. And do I see day trades today? Not so much, unless it's a short. Dupe. Because they announced a big burn, didn't they? Pengu. Poor little Pengu. I hope this doesn't dump anymore. I've got a bag of this as well. God, everything looks... Like, the sooner shit like this just goes to zero, fart coin and stuff, the better, right? Fwog. Okay, it's up 20% on the day because it's down 90% in a few weeks. Mocha. What's Mocha? Oh, this stuff is also stupid. Wojak. I don't like it. I don't like any of this. None of that looks decent. Let's go back to Bitcoin. What are we doing? It's still sideways. This is funny. I just deleted this stuff from my charts and now I reload it and it's back on my charts. I just deleted it. And oh, weird. Solana. 200. What's Solana doing? Oh. Again, to me, this just looks like another deviation. Only going to be going to highs again. It's like this. Solana's done the same thing as what like Bitcoin's done. It's compression. Boom, boom, boom. Come down, take the stops. Continuation. Yeah. Price contracts. Breaks down. Takes lows. Back above the POC. I think everything's just been a big old shakeout this week. But it doesn't mean it can't just chop around for longer, but... yeah, that looks like a big ass shakeout. And it's all, this will be looking fine again, and it comes to next week and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, Solana, I'm so bullish on Solana again. Because but that'll be when it gets back above this point of control, which should be right here. So yeah, if anyone wants some more detailed analysis on Solana, then Delirium has done a more detailed analysis. Let's have a look at that. It would be very nice to see it come down that low. Yeah. So you're talking... You're talking this kind of zone. But I'm seeing this again. You got resistance, resistance, support back here. There's resistance here. Got that golden pocket just below. Yeah, so all these people that just basically during this compression, it was the same thing that we saw in Bitcoin. We're starting to accumulate longs, stopped, bounce. Now, by all means, depending on how things are going, you can take the lows again. But then you're looking at like some kind of reclaim continuation. I'm still very, very confident the market like goes higher, and these are buying opportunities when we get these lows. But it's just how much longer does this go on for? So you got to weigh up whether it's worth. Okay, do you want to risk buying when you have dips like this, and the risk is it does it again and does it again? Or do you want, and you have something like this and it gives you something clearer, okay, but you're going to have the opportunity to buy down here, down here, down here, right? Slightly lower. Or is it more of a risk to be waiting for this kind of situation and not being able to get in, and then price does end up just coming up here and not giving you the entry, and then you're forced to buy up here, and then it comes and chops you up again afterwards. So it's a really like tricky thing, like weighing up whether you just want to be patient and wait for the targets that you maybe have lower, or just, hey, it's a dip, cycle's still not done yet, I want to be buying something here. The issue is with like finding any invalidation with that second option is really, really tough. So what I've been doing is waiting for better conditions. Now, quite often I won't wait for better conditions. I'll just accumulate. But at the moment, I'm waiting for better conditions. Now, whether that means that things go lower, or we have to buy higher, so be it. I don't really care. So yeah, partying or waiting. I haven't been partying. I've been traveling. I haven't been partying. Despite how I may sound like I've been partying too much, I don't sound very good. I've actually been very healthy. So, meh. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there. It was a nice opportunity to just have a look at things and see what's going on. Tomorrow, I need to check what time. So there's because it's New Year tomorrow, there's a parade going on. I think it's at 8 p.m. I'm going to go check that out, but I should still be back in time for the New York trading room. But if I have to push it back by like 30 minutes, an hour or something, I'll let everybody know. And I'll do hopefully try and get another stream sorted out soon. And then I think next week I might go back to Kuala Lumpur, because that's been the only place that I've really felt like I can just consistently work. So yeah, maybe I just pop back there for a little bit and just slow down the traveling again. So annoying, right? Like traveling in itself is like a full-time job. Like trying to figure out where to go next, and then you don't know if you're going to have good internet, and you don't know like what's going to be going on. And you get FOMO. The FOMO I'm getting right now is that I don't want to be missing, like, every time I go somewhere, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to see that, oh, I want to do like and go here and everything. And then I'm like, oh shit, I kind of got to do some work as well while I'm here. Whoops. So yeah, I'll be working next few weeks, and I will see you again on the next stream when I will be feeling better, I'm sure. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.